Hi ghouls, welcome back to my channel. So today we are discussing music. I'm not really a music expert, but I've had this idea in my little list of like video ideas for a minute, and I decided, now's the time, because why not? And we are going to be discussing my top 10 favorite bands for now. Now, this is this list will probably include like bands that don't even match the genre of, music, but they are within the alternative realm of music, you know what I mean? So yeah. Also, if you hear any noise in the background going on, my uncle is mowing, so heads up there. Oh, and I did film a get ready with me video on this look, and that'll be up after this. I don't know, but yeah. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. I don't want this video to be too long because my eye is watering and it's driving me crazy. So yeah. I got my little list right here. So, and before also, if I didn't add like a certain band, I apologize, but this is my list. So yeah, I'll probably do like a top 20, like a top 20 in the future, and I'll probably do like my top 10 favorite new metal bands, my top 10 favorite goth bands, emo, whatever the case may be. But yeah. So yeah, I got a list on my little notepad right here, and let's go ahead and get started. Excuse me. Hold on one second. Alright. Number 10. Typo Negative. I know everyone is sick and tired of hearing about Typo Negative. I know everybody.
Man.
Yeah. Sorry, that was my brother. But yeah, I know everybody has Typo Negative on their list, and I know everybody, is always talking about, Peter Steele and everything, but I love Typo Negative. I personally enjoy them. So I put them they're on my number 10 just because I know a lot of people are they're sick of them. Like, they don't really care about them. I understand. I'm not like a glazer of Typo Negative or anything, but I do like their music. They are one of my favorites. So yeah, there's that. Alright. Number 9, Bauhaus. I love me some Bauhaus. I don't care what nobody says. I absolutely adore the song She's in Parties. Of course, Bela Lugosi's Dead. Another song. There's a lot there. There's another song, I can't think of it right now, but all I know is it's one of my favorites. But yeah, I'm still kind of educating myself when it comes to them, but I do really enjoy their music. So Bauhaus, number 9. Number 8, The Birthday Massacre. I have been listening to The Birthday Massacre since I was like 12 or 13. For some reason, I've always loved the way she sounds. I've always loved that music, that type of music. I've always loved her voice. Just everything about The Birthday Massacre, I adore. And so far I haven't, in my opinion, not one bad album. Although my favorite would have to be Kill the Lights. Or Walking with Strangers. Never mind. There is a song called Kill the Lights, but my personal favorite Birthday Massacre is Walking with Strangers. That's my personal Birthday Massacre album. I love the Birthday Massacre. All right. Number 7. Cradle of Filth. Again, it's a required taste. They're not for everyone. I personally fucking love them. I have Riri Phillips to blame. I'm kidding. I love Riri Phillips, but yeah, she's actually the one that got me into. She's actually the one that introduced me to Cradle of Filth. I know Cradle of Filth has been around forever, but that's how I got to know Cradle of Filth is from Riri Phillips. So yeah. I don't know. Just something about I just there's really no deep meaning. I just love them. There's really no deep meaning to any of these. I just love their music. I just love. There's a few that have a deep meaning, but I personally just like their music. So there's that. Okay. Number 6. Jack Off Gel. I fucking love Jack Off Gel. Just iconic 2000s Mog. I just like, again, her voice is just, I love it. I don't know why. I just love Jack Off Gel. I've been listening, like I said, same thing with Birthday Massacre. I've been listening to Jack Off Gel since I was a teenager. So number 6, Jack Off Gel. Number 5, Korn. I love Korn. Korn has been a big part of my life for a very long time. I love Jonathan Davis. I think he's got a great voice, in my opinion. This is all just my opinion, by the way. If you don't like any of these bands, that's your opinion, but this is my list. Anyway, but yeah, I love Korn. I've been loving Korn since I was a kid. I don't know. Maybe it's because I grew up around the early 2000s, and again, I know Korn has been around since like the 90s or whatever, but I started listening to them when I was like 10. So, I don't know. But yeah, number 5, Korn. Love them. Again, I know they are overrated. Everyone talks about them when it comes to new metal, but it's fucking Korn. It's fucking Korn. I love Korn. Number 4, Motionless in White. I love Motionless in White so much. I absolutely love and adore Motionless in White. I've been listening to him since 2014, and I have not gone back since. I think my makeup is low-key inspired by Chris Motionless in a way. So I don't know. I just love I just really love Motionless in White. I love their lyric. I love, like, there's a lot of like meaning behind their lyrics. I love Chris Motionless. I think he seems like a really funny, smart, down to earth kind of a person. I don't know. I love Korn. I'm not Korn. I love Motionless in White. I just do. Number 3, Kitty. I fucking love Kitty so much. Again, I know I keep saying this over and over, but I've been listening to them since I was 13, and they just, I love that it's an all-girl, it's an all-female band, it's an all-woman band, and, it's just, it really sucks that they're not as popular as I think they should be, but, they're getting they're getting some recognition now. So, especially on TikTok, and on the mall goth new metal side of TikTok. Like, a lot of people really do love Kitty, and I absolutely fucking love that. I love Kitty so much. Now we're down to the last two bands. Number 2, Slipknot. If you've been following me for a while, you know I love Slipknot. I've been listening to Slipknot since 2008 or 2004. 2008, 2004. I was actually first introduced to Slipknot back in 2004 when I saw the Vermilion music video. But it was a long time ago, so. And then I really started to listen to them right around 2008 when All Hope Is Gone album came out. I know that album didn't get a... Anyway, sorry, I thought somebody... But I know All Hope Is Gone didn't get a whole lot of, like, praise or, you know, it didn't get a lot of good reviews, but it was the album that introduced me to Slipknot, so, and I've been a fan since then. I even went and saw them in 2019, which was amazing. They were at a Louder Than Life concert, and it was so much fun. It was amazing, and I would love to see them again. I love Slipknot. Again, I know Slipknot is... People are having some type of Slipknot fatigue, I get it, but I always love Slipknot. I don't care what nobody says. Now, number 1... But yeah, number 2, Slipknot. Now, number 1... Evanescence. Yeah. Evanescence is on my number 1 list. Alright, like I said, this is my list. I know some people are going to call me an Evanescence glazer. I don't care. I have loved Evanescence since I was a little girl. Ever since I was 12. 11 or 12. Little kid. Again, and I've been a fan since. Evanescence is a big fucking part of my life. And I don't care what anybody says or does or thinks. I love Evanescence. I love Amy Lee. I think she's a very beautiful, down-to-earth woman. I love what Evanescence I also really love what Evanescence stands for. I love the lyrics of I love them so much. Again, I want to see them so bad. I was this close to seeing them last year, but a lot of things happened and they end up canceling, so that fucking sucks because of rain. But yeah, number 1, definitely Evanescence. I know people are gonna think that's weird, but I don't give a fuck. And that is it for this list. Hold on. Anyway, yeah, that's the list. That is my top 10 favorite bands for now. Those are my current favorite top 10 bands. If you agree with this list, cool. If you don't, cool. You know, I would like to know your top 10 favorite bands. What bands you like to personally listen to. What's your favorite? I'll definitely probably update this list soon. I'll definitely make like some type of part 2 or something. I'll definitely make more band lists in the future. Like just lists in general, like my top 10 favorite albums, my top 10 favorite emo bands, my top 10 favorite new metal bands, goth bands, black metal bands in general. Just top out. There's gonna be some lists in the future. Definitely more lists in the future. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today, guys. Ghouls. Like, comment, subscribe. You don't have to, but it's there if you want to. I will put all my socials in my bio, like I always do, if you want to follow me on there. But yeah. Also, click the notification button, because for some reason, a few people have told me that they're not getting notified, when I post. I don't know, maybe it's because I'm a small creator or what, But click the notification bell if you're subscribed to me, because for some reason YouTube sucks. I'm not suck, but for some reason YouTube doesn't push out certain videos. So yeah. Like I said, like, comment, subscribe. You don't have to, but it's there if you want to. And I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!